Hi guys, I hope that you are doing well today. So I decided to come here with another question that might actually trick you in the exam. So I feel like we should actually go through some of the questions like this because imagine losing 7 marks because you don't know how you'll be able to tackle the question. Not saying that you don't know how to solve for x or y, but starting with this, because if you check, you'll see that you have 3 to the exponent x plus y, and if you don't know how to deal with this, then it means that you are going to lose your marks. So let me give you a good hint on how you can be able to solve a question like this. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite the equation maybe up here. Let me use this area here. 3 to the exponent x the plus of y. So then this should equal 27. And then the other one says x squared the plus of y squared is equal to 17. So I'm going to change the board so that you can be able to follow up with the session. Okay, so if you get something like this, you have to think about how you can be able to tackle this question before doing anything else, right? So what you should do is to make sure that as you do have a 3 as a whole number or as a base plus or to the exponent x plus y, you have to try by all means that the base is equal to the base on the right hand side. Like, try to simplify it to that level so that you can actually deal with this type of an equation. So a 3 to the exponent 2 will be 9 to the exponent 2. Let's check the calculator so that we can be certain about our answer. So 3 to 3 squared will give us a 9, and then if we go for 3 to the exponent 3, we're getting 27. So meaning that now you can go and say that 3 to the exponent 3. So remember that if this base and this base, if the base on the left hand side is actually equal to the base on the right hand side, it means that you are allowed to say that the exponents are actually equals to each other, meaning that you're gonna go there and say x plus y is equal to 3. Then you're done with the simplification, and then here you can maybe say that y is equals to 3 and then negative x. So this can be your equation 1, and then this can be your equation 2. So then from here you are good, you know where to go. So they might actually give you like more marks for this type of equation. Maybe instead of 6 they can say 8, because they know that you have to go through this, right? Then plus 6. So I'm going to continue with the question. Remember, we are trying to solve x and y simultaneously, or two equations simultaneously. So you can call them solving for simultaneous equation. During the days, and even now, that's what we call them. So okay, let's try to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So meaning that now x squared the plus of, remember our y is actually our 3 negative x squared, and then I'm going to take this 17 to the other side, which means that it's going to be a negative 17, which is equal to 0. I mean, sorry, yeah, the entire equation is equal to 0. So then now, let's simplify this part here. So in order for us to simplify that part, it means that we have to ensure or make sure that we expand it first and then we deal with it. So remember, in mathematics, it's actually vital, it's very vital for one to follow the steps, or else you might end up losing marks for that. Don't just go in, and give them the answer because you are smart. You are going to lose some marks. So 3 and 3 will give you a 9, and then 3 and negative x will give you a negative 3x, and then negative x and 3 will give you negative 3x, and then negative to negative will be positive x squared, right? So we can say that this will be x squared minus 6x plus 9, right? So meaning that we have x squared after simplifying this, and then the plus of x squared. Most of the time I usually change colors, but yeah, for this you can change a color and say x squared here, and then because this one is this one, and then this one will be this one, right? So instead of squandering our time, let's just go straight and say this one and this one will be 2x squared, and then negative 6x will definitely be a negative 6x because we don't have any other x equivalent variable, and then this and this, and then we'll be left with 2, then 8. So we are going to have our negative 8, which is equal to 0. So now we're at the point where we can be able to divide this by 2. So if we divide the entire equation by 2, it means that we are going to get the following. So this will cancel this, then we're going to have x squared minus 3x, and then this will be 4 equals to 0. Now you are going to exercise your right of creating factors, and there you are required to check two numbers that you can multiply and get negative 4. When you add them, you should get negative 3. So that number or those numbers can be as follows. I just want to open a space here so that I can present it to you guys accordingly without clustering everything. So this and add, if we say positive 1 plus, okay, positive 1 minus 4, when we add them, we're gonna get negative 3. That's where we start. So when we multiply them, we're going to get negative 4, so which is good. So it means positive 1 and negative 4. So this is how it is. X, the plus of 1, and then x minus 4 equals to 0. So when we add plus 1 and negative 4, we are going to get negative 3, but when we multiply them, we're going to get negative 4. So that's correct. So our x, it means that now our x will equal negative 1, and then this will be x1, and then our x2 will equal a 4. So this means that we can go back to our equation, the first equation that we created, remember it, which is equation 1. So our equation 1 was actually y, which is equals to 3 minus x squared, if I'm not, no, is it, what was I don't think it was squared or something. Let's go back to the previous, it was x and then 3, so y 3, okay, minus x. So meaning that our equation, our equation was 3 minus x. Yeah, 3 minus x. So now this one comes from this. Now I nearly forgot. 3 minus x, and then y is equals to, we substitute the first one, 3 minus into minus 1. This will give us, this one will be positive, and then this will give us a 4 for y1, and then y2 will equal 3, and then the minus into 4, which is equals to -1. So remember that you have to substitute and multiply. Do not just ignore the negative signs here. They are very vital when you substitute. So this is your x, your y1, and then y2, then x1 and x2. Then you do have your 8 marks, just like that. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll definitely see you next time. Thanks.